Minn here again with some chair yoga. Today's session is going to be mostly standing poses, but using the chair as a prop. So we're going to start seated on the front edge of your chair with the feet flat on the floor. We're going to begin with some CatCows just to warm up the spine and start to bring some mobility here. So we're going to inhale, shoulders back, heart lifts, rolling hips forward, so we have a little bit of an arch, an inner curve in the spine. And then we're going to exhale, roll the pelvis back, rounding the spine a bit, dropping the chin down toward the chest. Inhale, rolling the pelvis forward, shoulders come back, heart lifts, eyes lift. Exhale, rounding it back. Inhale, take it forward. This is cow pose. Exhale, taking it back for cat. Inhale, lengthening that front body. Exhale, drawing everything into the center. Let's do one more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drawing it in. Inhale, come back to the middle. So next we're going to build on that. We're going to go from sitting up to standing several times. We're going to incorporate our cat-cow into standing. We're going to bring the feet back a little bit. We're going to inhale, come to cow. Exhale, come to cat. This time we're going to inhale, start coming to cow, but lean forward, come all the way up out of the chair. Exhale, sit back down into cat pose. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come back down onto your chair. Inhale, come up, open the arms, lift the heart. Exhale, sit back down, slightly rounding the spine. Inhale, lengthen the spine, come up, open the arms, lift the heart. Exhale, come back down to your seat. Inhale, lengthen the spine, open, lift. Exhale, back down. Let's do one more. Inhale, lengthen that front body, lift, open the heart. Exhale, have a seat. Good. One more, coming all the way up. And then we're going to walk to the back of the chair. I'm going to move my chair forward a little bit because I need some space behind me. You don't have to do that if you have space. So I'm going to start with my hands on the chair. Feet are hip distance apart. And I'm going to inhale, come up onto the tiptoes for tall mountains. I'm going to stay here for a couple of breaths. Thinking about how long, how tall I can get through the spine. Crown of the head lifts toward the ceiling. Legs are pressing down. And then kick the heels back down. We'll pretend that into a vinyasa here. We're going to inhale, come up. Exhale, take the heels down, maybe rocking back onto the heels, lifting the toes. Back to the middle, inhale. Coming up on the tiptoes, heels lift. Exhale, down, maybe toes lift. Inhale up. Exhale, down. And keep going. Try to keep the hips in line over the knees as you take that weight back into the heels. So maybe your toes don't come all the way up, and that's okay. We want to try to keep the hips upright as we take weight into the heels. Try not to let the butt move back or the chest to move forward. We're just shifting the weight from the toes to the heels. Good. And then coming back into the middle here, we're going to do another tall mountain. So coming up onto the tiptoes, and then maybe lift one arm, reaching up to the ceiling, maybe both arms, or maybe just switch to the other side. Taking a couple more breaths. Exhale, bring the hand back down, heels back down. Next, we're going to do a variation of down dog, which is why I move my chair away. So I'm going to walk my feet back toward the wall behind me. And I'm going to look, just lengthen my spine here. The knees are going to be bent. I'm going to see how far back I can go. So lengthen my spine, to stretch through the shoulders. I'm going to drop the head so that my ears are in between my upper arms. My gaze is down toward my toes. I'm going to take some breaths here. I'm going to breathe into the back of my body, into the kidney area, right across the lower back. I'm going to take several breaths here. If you can straighten your legs now without rounding the spine, go ahead and do that. But if you begin to straighten the leg and feel that your back is getting round, just leave the knees bent and focus on lengthening through the spine. Breathing into the back body. Inhale, feel that stretch of the connective tissue and between the pelvis and the ribs. And then as you exhale, feel that release and let it go. Take a couple more breaths here. And then we're going to inhale, lift the head and chest, walk the feet toward the back of the chair. Let's take the shoulders onto the back body, lift the heart, a little bit of a standing upper back bend here. Maybe you want to interlace your fingers behind your back, taking the shoulders even further back. And release, let go. We're going to step the right leg back. Keep the left leg forward. The left knee is going to bend. The shin is vertical, knee is in line over the ankle. So we have a lunge pose here, high lunge pose. Again, roll the shoulders into the back of the body, lift the heart. Maybe you take your right hand overhead. It's the opposite of the forward foot. Maybe you take both hands overhead. Maybe both hands are still on the chair, but we're continuing to lift that heart as you inhale. On your next exhalation, step that back foot forward, and we'll do it on the other side. So taking the left leg back, bend the front knee so that you have that vertical alignment, knee over ankle. Pulling the shoulders onto the back, lifting the heart. Maybe taking the left arm overhead. Maybe taking both arms overhead. Wherever your hands are, the heart continues to open and the collarbones are broad. If your hands are not on the chair, bring them back now and step that back foot forward. I'm going to turn to the side so just one hand is holding onto the back of your chair. I'm going to do a little bit of balance work here. So we take tree pose. Tree can look at a variety of different ways. You can take the foot onto the inner calf, or you can keep the big toes down on the mat. And look over the left shoulder, back to the middle. Look over the right shoulder, back to the middle. Extend one arm out, maybe both arms out, and again, looking left, looking right, back to the middle. And then we're going to do little nose circles. Just tracing a circle with the tip of the nose. This is going to challenge your balance a little bit more, so maybe you want to still be hanging on to the chair or one arm up. Good. Gaze comes back to center. We take the foot back to the middle, kind of shake out the legs a little bit, and then onto the other side. The other foot comes up, maybe to the calf, maybe keeping the toes on the mat. Now look over one shoulder, Look over the other shoulder. Back to the middle. Maybe taking the arms out. Looking over the shoulder. The other shoulder. And back to the middle. Making those circles with the tip of your nose. A few times one direction. And a few times the other direction. Should be a little bit wobbly here. That's challenging your balance. It's how we get stronger. Back to the middle. Let that go. All right, so that's been 10 minutes of some standing, strengthening balance poses. And now we'll just take a couple minutes to relax. So we're gonna come back onto the chair. And you can either just have a seat on the chair with your back supported by the back of the chair, or you can sit backwards on the chair. That works for you. And take your hands across, rest the forehead down. So however you are taking your relaxing pose, let's bring that focus back to the breath. So again, see if you can breathe into the kidney area, right here, across the lower back. There's a lot of connective tissue that connects the back of the pelvis to the back of the ribs. And our lungs can fill up all the way back here, behind the ribs in the back. So inhale, see if you can feel that whole back body filling up. Exhale, feel that body, the back body releasing and letting go. Inhale, fill up the back of the lungs. Exhale, letting all of that breath out. Let's take a few more deep breaths, breathing in, feeling that expansion in the kidney area. Exhale, feeling the release. Breathing in, breathing out. Take a couple more breaths. Stay here as long as you like.